So I think for a few years now, there's been a developing narrative that is fairly well known in the West about this rivalry between China and Russia, especially in Central Asia. And to a certain extent, that rivalry does exist. And I think that the two sides, although they do downplay this rivalry, have statesmen on either side saying, no, we are not in competition for resources in Central Asia. It does exist. That being said, the Eurasian Economic Union, which has been proposed, probably, on the basis of analysis, will not sort of contribute to any further rivalry developing for a number of reasons. I think, firstly, the economic impact of the Union on China is not very significant. Secondly, some have proposed that this EEU, the Eurasian Economic Union, will have a certain degree of overlap in terms of the purview of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which is a Central Asian security bloc. However, it is a security bloc, and in that terms, if there is any added layer of security in terms of dimension, the scope of the EEU, that's potentially a benefit. Although the countries at this stage that have signed on to the EEU have said, no, it will not be security, it's purely economic. And in terms of the actual agreement itself on this EEU, which will come into force in January next year, there is a tariff on trade with countries outside the Union, but a lot of Chinese goods that are in Central Asia already enjoy a very strong comparative advantage there. So it will be the traders, effectively, the Central Asian traders that will lose out in that. And in terms of energy deals, the agreement is actually not very well formed as it stands and allows significant scope for bilateral negotiations right through until the middle of the 2020s.